everybody? Welcome to this week's episode of Zyba Games. The date is April 5th, 2020. Is it April 5th or is it April 6th? It's April 5th. Yeah.
It's April 5th.
You got
right
me excited because
is.
pre-show you said 6. For what?
Did
I don't
I?
remember what you said. Yeah, you said 6. I think when you were talking about like a date for something. I swear you said 6. I
Oh.
don't know why, but it tripped me out for a second.
Sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, this is Zyba Games, our podcast about where we talk about things, pretty much everything Xbox, and we also talk a lot about Game Pass.
Yes.
If you guys want, you can check out all of our socials. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, all those glorious things. We've been working really hard on those accounts. Also, you can check us out on Zyba.Games, which is our website. It
Yes.
should be live. Did we get it fixed?
Oh wait. What? I don't ever figured out what happened with that.
Yeah, we'll figure that out after this.
Wait, but I still never figured out why it wasn't live.
Dude, I don't know either. Like I went on there and it was like error. I was like,
Yeah, it was like a
what?
Google Z. Hold on, let's see what's going on. It had to be like it's probably just like a server thing from the what do you call it? Wait, it says the page isn't working.
Yeah.
Redirected to YouTube. Oh,
well-
wait. You know what? I think it is. Wait, hold on. Let me see something here.
Well, he's gonna figure that. Well, he's figuring that out. We'll keep everything going. By the time you guys get back to the show, or you try to go to the website, you'll probably be able to work by then.
Yeah.
If not, we'll make it work. We'll figure
it
something
out. Yeah. We'll figure it out.
Also, make sure you guys check out the YouTube channel. We have a YouTube channel now for this show. We've actually had it for a while, and then I'm saying that if you're there and you're watching us on YouTube, we love your face.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys subscribe, comment on stuff, like our videos, do whatever you can, help us out with the YouTube algorithm.
Yeah.
And another thing, today is the first day that we are all three live streaming this together on a co-stream
true.
on Mixer.
Oh, baby.
Look at Bobo right there. Look at that. Look at him.
Bobo is
Look at
on
him.
Mixer. What?
Bobo.
Hi.
Bobo left us to Twitch for a while, but we're gonna convince him that he needs to stay on Mixer. But
I don't got your foot.
Oh, all right. He's
Okay.
just here. He's just here because he wants to be friends with us, I guess.
Yeah.
Whatever. Or something.
Yeah.
But so yeah, this week, guys, we're gonna be talking about how Resident Evil 3 is live. The spring sale on Xbox is live with 500 plus games and accessories. We'll be hitting up a little bit of those. And what the heck happened with PUBG this weekend? Throwing some magic spells and wizards and stuff. I don't know if anybody saw that, but we'll definitely be talking about that.
Yeah.
But before we go anywhere, let's talk about our host and talk about what you guys have been playing this week. So
Okay.
Let's just go right to Yogomi. What do you got this week, Yogomi?
I believe it or not, I was so busy this week that I didn't actually get any gaming in until yesterday.
Jeez.
So I spent some time. I went offline, which I'm usually offline a lot, but I just I was just I bounty hunted for hours in the free time that I did have. And then I played our game that we decided to play last week a little bit. And yeah, we'll talk about that later. But it was just Destiny 2 and what's the game called? It's called
Power Rangers.
Power
Battle for the
Rangers.
Grid.
Is it called Battle for the Grid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have the wrong title then. I thought it was Mega something. And that makes sense because I remember seeing Battle for the Grid in the thing.
He's like wait a
during the game, I remember seeing it up on the
minute. Yeah. No, I get you.
Yeah.
I get you.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
Yep. Yeah. Bobo, what'd you do this week?
Play Call of Duty, play Fire Williams, play
Dude, we beat Borderlands this week.
What? Are you serious?
We beat Borderlands 3. We beat the expansion this week.
Oh, wow.
Play
Wow.
Rocket League,
We played a lot of Rocket League.
play like every game out there. Right? Oh, yeah.
We did play a lot of games this week. Oh, we played another one, Bobo, that you forgot.
What?
Oh, hi, I'm DeeJayHerro, by the way, guys. I didn't say my name, but it doesn't matter because I'm not important. No, I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna tell you guys what I played this week because I went all over the place too, and most of the places I went, Bobo was there too, which made it pretty easy for us to talk about what games we played because
Oh, yeah.
we went everywhere this week together on gaming, right? We played. Okay, you ready for this? start of the week with a little bit of Rocket League,
Of course.
obviously.
Of course.
We played some Roblox. We
You played Roblox this week?
Not Roblox. I just read Roblox at the bottom of my screen, and I meant to say a
was like,
totally
what?
different game. I meant to say Borderlands. My bad. I kind of wish I played Roblox, but we played a pretty dang close game to Roblox,
Yeah.
didn't we, Bobo?
Yeah.
Was that the
Got on the delivery game.
Yeah,
today.
what's it called? Totally reliable.
Yes, totally reliable delivery service. Okay.
Oh yeah. So I watched some of that play today, by the way.
Yeah, the best I have about that game, it's just like it was 2 hours of really good fun, and we were done at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We get in there, we get to the second area you kind of go to, and we find these cars. And I was like, what's on the back of these cars? They look like fire extinguishers. Bro, straight up, we start playing Rocket League in the middle of totally reliable delivery service.
Are you serious?
Yeah, you get in the car, you hit the scoreboard, and it turns into a Rocket League match. And there's a ball, and there's goals, and these cars can like fly like Rocket League.
Okay, so I didn't even see that today. I saw something
Like-
totally different.
We were laughing so hard at that part. And then it just,
Now, who makes that game?
oh crap, I forgot. I looked it up too today. I don't even remember who it was. Let me see.
Uh-oh.
You
Might be able to
print
pull
it
up.
out.
I did what?
You print it out at night.
You printed it out?
Print it out.
Oh.
Yeah, we looked at it. I don't remember who it was.
Now,
Five
same as
games.
it is the same as Human Fall Flat, same company, because it looks so much like that.
You
Same
saying we're
company that
5
does-
games? That's what you're saying? If that's who it is, that's what I mean.
Okay. Deja
See,
says
I
it's
like
the
this-
same as Human Fall Flat.
Dude, I like this chat thing. Seems like we have
Yeah.
our own "You're Wrong" section. Man. It's great.
Yeah.
We're 5 games. Okay. Subdued Orb says it's We're 5 games. That's the company. So
Ah.
that's good. Tiny Build game. Well, of course, Tiny Build. That makes total sense. Yeah, that makes total sense.
Because I remember seeing Tiny Bill at their booth, and I was
Yeah.
like, "What the heck?" Is this?
Yeah.
So there's some other. You get in planes, you get in pirate ships. We got on this like those little how do I explain it? When you go to Vegas, you get on the Stratosphere, right? And there's that ride that kind of sticks out over the edge and spins.
Ah, man, I haven't been to Vegas in a while, and I don't
Okay,
remember.
you know the carnival ride where it's like you get in there, you go. Yeah, you just get in the wall and it spins.
Yeah.
Okay, there now you can have one person control that, and everybody else grabs handles on there and just goes until you get whipped off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and like sometimes we would go so far, and sometimes you just slam straight to the ground and get knocked out. But like,
Really?
dude, it's just like it's like it's a really great game that has a ton of Easter eggs all
Okay.
throughout it.
Okay.
Like you get on top of the mountain and there's this like night, but it's making fun of, not making fun of, but it's like an Easter egg to the penguin from Mario,
Oh, okay.
like
okay,
the mama
okay.
penguin.
Okay. Oh,
And then
that's
there's,
right.
like-
That's right. That's right.
And then
okay.
there's a cannon that you jump in at the top and it launches you wherever you like to wherever you want to go.
This game sounds crazy.
It is wild. So we played that. We also, I mean, like I said, we beat Borderlands 3, the love something and tentacles, guns, love and tentacles. There we go. But that's not as important as the other game we got to play this week. I got invited to the closed beta for Minecraft Dungeons.
Man, I was like, and it was PC.
Yeah.
Now, there's the sad part though about this story. First, okay.
Uh-oh.
So last week, and pretty much every week before, we've talked about how excited we are for Minecraft Dungeons.
Right.
Only to find out that it got delayed on Monday.
Oh, that's right. It did get delayed.
So it was supposed to come out April 29th. Now it's coming out May 29th.
I can wait a month. But is that still PC?
No, it'll be everything at that point.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Perfect. Perfect.
At that point, it'll be everything.
I
But-
don't get off.
Dude, it plays, and it's going to be play anywhere. And I'm assuming it's going to be crossplay because it's Microsoft and they're all
Oh.
Game Pass. But the game is also coming out on PlayStation as well and on Switch.
Oh, wow. I wonder if
Yes.
it's really going to be crossplay.
I don't know.
Because that would be awesome.
I hope so. So we wanted to I got Bobo in to play with us. We wanted to get Yogami, but Yogami's got a Dinosaur PC.
Whatever.
No,
Yeah, I
this
do
game's
have.
not
I
even a
do.
dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've got
alright.
this. I've got this old Samsung laptop that I got in 2013 on a commercial shoot. It still
Yeah.
works. It works great. It's just that it's just. I mean, I don't know. You know what's actually interesting about it is that I've actually hooked some a few years ago. I was trying to do what do you call them? The what are those simulators called when you want to play like I forget the word. The word escapes
Oh
me.
my gosh!
But
I
like
just thought
Nintendo
of-
64 or GameCube
Oh
and all
my
that stuff.
gosh!
What are they called?
Emulator. Thank you.
Emulators.
Oh,
So
gosh.
I was trying to run an emulator on an older computer and it just wasn't working. It was real choppy. And so
Yeah.
I put the emulator on there and it ran so super smooth. So I would literally sit at my desk and play, even though I actually have a GameCube, but I would play the GameCube and download them all and sit there. And it was actually pretty smooth. So I think the laptop itself is I think it's fairly powerful for what it was when it came out.
You probably could have played with this.
I probably could have. Yeah, I probably could have. But I think what
probably.
here's what I'm thinking about doing, and I'm just putting it out there. I'm just putting it
Yeah.
out there. I'm thinking about it, but I'm thinking about getting. So I have a PC gaming. I may get like a laptop. Just have it, and then
Okay.
that way I'll
Hear me
have
out.
some type of gaming laptop.
Hear me
Yeah.
out. You got you're. Let's just say you're not hurting for money. We'll just say that. That's all we're gonna say. You should reach out to Roby One. Remember that guy I was talking about that builds
Yeah.
PCs for New Age?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
He's a mixer partner,
Uh-huh.
and you should see if he can get you a custom Yogomi one made,
Really?
and see
Yeah.
how much it would cost.
Okay, I'll talk to him.
Like get the case, dude. Get it
Yeah.
printed on the glass. Get everything yellow and black on the inside. Oh, dude.
It'd be kind of cool.
I'm like in my head, dude. It's going fast right now, bro. Like it is like I'm thinking of all these great things. Anyways, Minecraft Dungeons, real quick. Let me jump back. real quick. So we played it, and like so, ever since they announced it at E3, I've been super excited for this.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah.
Me too. Very excited.
But it's hard not to be slightly hesitant about it because you're like, Minecraft. Dude, like I like Minecraft, but Minecraft's Minecraft.
Yeah.
And so we
Yeah.
actually looked. We got into it, dude. And when it started playing, dude, I like mind blown.
Really? It looked
played-
great. When I
It was
jumped
yeah, it
into
was
your stream to watch you
smooth.
guys,
It
looked
was
so
fast
good.
paced.
Mm-hmm.
There was. This is just a beta, so we don't like. I was watching some of the clips of like later game things that you get, like some of those abilities and spells. Dude, I was already stoked at like all the cool stuff we were already getting. Like, dude, we like had this beat bone thing, and you use it, and you get a pet wolf to run around with you. Like,
Really?
yeah, dude, I was shooting arrows, huh? But we were shooting arrows that like blew up, and like when the enemy died, it created like a smoke cloud and
Yeah.
like, poisoned them.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
I
have to
was-
check it out. I'm gonna have to check
That
it out.
game is amazing. You know?
Like, yeah, and it just because we were on PC. I mean, it's like 60 frames per second. Like,
Right.
it's cooking, dude.
Right.
Like, I had ultra settings on.
I
and it-
didn't go higher, and yeah,
I bet you we could have.
Frame.
I probably could have unlocked the frames and just let that thing go.
I
ham.
yeah.
I should have. Now I'm kind of sad. But anyways, it was like it's basically a dungeon crawler. It's not as it's not violent like Diablo, like
Right.
blood
Yeah.
splatter everywhere, and you're
Mhm.
watching heads fly off of
Right.
zombies and stuff.
I wouldn't imagine it would be since it is. Since
But
it
like
is,
that
you know.
is, it's gonna be a fun game. That's gonna be a game where like, say, I mean, we don't have kids that are old enough to play games with us, but like, to play with people like that is gonna be dope.
Funds
You know what
for
I'm saying?
PC and Brower.
Yeah.
Look at that.
He's giving out money for you. We're gonna get it.
Well, apparently I'm gonna have to get a PC now. But
Yeah.
but the thing is too is what I'm looking forward to is with this game is being able to play with like you know my community. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's what I'm really looking forward to is getting the
And it's
group
gonna be on
together.
Game Pass.
Yeah, and it's gonna be on Game Pass. Yeah, so I'm excited.
Also,
about that.
it has a local co-op as well, so that
Yeah.
on top of everything makes it even a little bit better.
Yeah, even though I live alone, so I don't have anybody here to play.
Yeah, but I mean, you have people
Uh.
visit your house though.
Not lately.
You make a good
Nobody's
point.
been coming over lately. I don't think
You
anybody's
make
been
a
going
good point.
anywhere. But yeah.
So yeah, guys, let's talk about some news this week.
All right, let's do it.
So, the first thing we're gonna talk about is the new games with gold that just got announced this week. which are not gonna make you be that excited. So for the first part of the month, for your Xbox One game, you get Project Cars 2. That's a pretty good game, right?
That's actually a pretty
And
decent
for
game.
and for your Xbox 360 game, it's Fable Anniversary. So those are actually really good ones. Fable Anniversary is already on Game Pass, so if you had Game Pass, you'd have it. But so those ones, yeah, you're like, oh, that's cool. Okay,
Yeah.
the next two, um, huh. So on the 16th, you can get for your Xbox One game is Knights Pen and Paper.
I don't know what
Yeah.
that is. What
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't know what that is. But guess what? The next one you get is Toy Box Turbo.
I don't know what that is either.
I,
I'm gonna have to look them up. What is it? Knights,
Knights Pen and Paper
pen and paper.
and Toy Box Turbo.
It looks like an old role playing game. Developed by Behold
Like-
Studio and published by Paradox Interactive. Came out came out in 2012 originally for iOS and Android, and then it came out in 2013 on Windows Mac. So okay, what was the other one? Turbo.
Toy Box Turbo. Yeah, if anybody's watching me on the stream right now, I just have this face where like I don't know what to say here. Like I just like
What is
What?
this? This came out in 2014. It looks like was it supposed to be like toy cars or something?
Yeah, I guess. I don't
Okay.
know, man. So yeah, Xbox do better, but also at the same time, this is my thoughts with that. So it is great. Like the first two are pretty good games. The second two, you're kind of like, but I feel like they might be holding back on purpose. And I think Xbox is going to be doing that a little bit right now
Yeah, I can see that.
because obviously we know Xbox lost this generation already.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they've definitely made their name back better
Yeah,
than it
yeah.
was because it was like the first part of the generation. You were like, please, Mike, why Xbox? Why are you doing this yourself? Like, the Kinect is a great idea, but it's just
Yeah.
well. So Hammershot says not the time to be holding back, but I don't know if that's true. I think a month before console release, if they start. Man, I don't know. Now he's got me thinking both ways though, because
Yeah.
you do want to ramp up, right? You want to ramp up to your console launch, but at the same time, like their idea right now is they are ramping already, but they're just constantly giving you a steady stream of information. Like here's the specs, here's specs.
True.
And I'm assuming we're probably gonna get one more smallish spec kind of thing, and then I think they're gonna just take it. I think they're just gonna go wild, man. I think they're gonna start dropping games, and it's just gonna. I don't know. I think this time next year, I don't think we're gonna be talking about PlayStation just having all the better exclusives. I think we're gonna know about all of these exclusives coming out on Xbox, and everybody's gonna be like, "Yo,
You
let's
think
go."
you think Xbox is gonna? What do you think? Think they're gonna step it up?
I think
With
I
the
think the
exclusives?
exclusive games is gonna get wild, especially with them coming out day and date on Game Pass. I mean, we got the initiative. We don't even know what they're working on,
That's true.
but
That's true.
but
We
they
don't.
have. I mean, we've talked about all the people that are already on that project. Like it's crazy. Like they just got the person. Oh my gosh, and I can't remember her name from God of War, the combat
Oh yeah,
director.
That's
from
right.
God of War.
I forget her name too, but I remember seeing that article.
Like that's huge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't even remember the names of anybody else right now. But the idea, so I mean, there's that game. Playground Games is going to be coming out with. We're assuming it's going to be Fable,
Right.
right? We don't know if it's going to be a continuation Fable, like a sequel, or if it's going to be a reboot.
True.
Which a reboot isn't always a bad idea.
Or like a remaster, maybe.
No.
Well, I don't know if we'll do a rematch.
You play right, yeah, man.
What do you think they're gonna do, Boba? What do you think, Boba? You think you go remaster? Or you think you just keep
I
going
ain't
down the
go
line?
for a new game, a new film, man.
Thank
Come on.
you. See, I like Bobo's thoughts.
It really for a new film.
Yeah, it's
Huh.
true. It's been how many years since we had Fable? Fable 3 came out.
Hold on.
What 2007, 2010?
Yeah, so that's true.
Uh,
Special night. Special night in chat says Microsoft
yeah,
has been collecting.
2010.
Yeah, new
Yeah.
game designers and new companies to
2010.
create. Yeah, so
Yeah. So and then I can't. I mean, we can't stop this, right? We
right.
have Halo Infinite.
That's true.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I
Mhm.
honestly think Halo. I mean, so we're gonna be talking about Halo Infinite later. Might as well just go here. $500 million, huge budget for that game.
Huge budget. That's blockbuster movie budget.
Oh man, it it better be good because
It's
like
gonna.
honestly, that is like when you like, get in these fights. Like I talk to you guys all the time about these Sony fanboy fights with like the Xbots, right, or whatever we want to call them. Dude,
Uh-huh.
like everybody's like, Halo's gonna change your game. Halo's gonna change everything. They're like, Halo, Halo, Halo. You're like, I just pray. I just pray that it's the greatest thing to ever happen. But we don't know. We don't know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Biggest, and he says that's the biggest block. Well, actually, if we're really talking the biggest budget, it would be what were we talking about? What game were we talking about today? Lord of the Rings, which actually combined budget was actually over 600 million.
Oh, all of them combined?
Yeah, it was over
That's
600 million. So
Oh, man. Oh,
So,
you say single film. Yeah.
yeah,
So I don't know where I was gonna go next. Anyways, so you guys get what I'm saying though, right? So I don't know if they're ramping up to this or if they were just kind of like, you know what, we need to not put out all of our good games right now for our games with gold. Maybe we wait till June. And I'm assuming that they already bought the licenses and stuff for these because like right now would have been a great time to put out good free games because everybody's at home playing video games.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in order to put games on this games with gold, you have to pay for you have to license these games out. You got to pay ahead of it.
True.
Like these games are probably planned. My guess is almost a year in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're like, oh, let's talk about this game, and then they have to have it set in place 6 months in advance, so they can't just change it on the fly. I mean, I'm sure they could, like they did with the Minecraft education stuff we talked about. They were just like,
That's
flip
true.
the switch.
Because when we talked about that, I mean, like you said, they had to be developing that for a while. They couldn't just
Yeah.
like, hey, 1 week put something together because that's not how development works. So they had to been working on that for a while, and then said, hey, instead of waiting whenever they were going to put that out, let's do it now. You
Yeah.
know, so
My guess too with this is, I mean, they've already paid these companies all these games, right?
Yeah.
They already paid for them. So like, why change it now when we
True.
just paid for it?
true.
So my guess is June. They had a plan. Microsoft has a lot of things planned out so far in advance. Like they have this game plan and they're ready for it.
Yeah,
But
let's hope.
I mean, well, see, I like what Five said. So I think my guess is they're getting rid of gold, but that's just me. Or paying for Xbox Live.
So
my guess.
that is a pretty good. I mean, it's kind of going along with what you just said, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like move all the gold
true.
people to Game Pass. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I think I was like Game Pass. I don't need Game Pass. I have gold. Now that I
Yeah.
have Game Pass, I use Game
I don't
Pass.
need gold.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't need gold. As a
Except for
matter
I
of fact,
have to.
yeah, and I don't even think about the free games I get every month. Like I used to go and download them every single one, like every time. Oh, almost all of them. Some of them
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want that, but I would still like check what's the new, and then sometimes they change it in the middle of the month. You get another one, or so they add one in the middle of the month, like they'll switch it one up or something. But
Yeah.
now I can't even remember the last time I checked to see what the games for gold were, and now I'm just like, what's on Game Pass,
Yeah.
because it's just so much easier and so much easier to access it,
Like I feel like as we do this podcast and we talk about Game Pass a lot and stuff, but like to us, we're so, I don't want to say like used to what Game Pass is and how like amazing it is today.
Yeah.
So my little brother, he's like going to be a senior in high school next year. He's a junior, whatever right now. He can't play sports right now, and that's all he's been about, sports, like weightlifting, sports, all this stuff. And
Right.
like he can still lift weights because we went and bought like all kinds of weights and stuff. But like he's just been playing games lately, and he's not like me.
Yeah.
He's like Skyrim, dude, like going hard on Skyrim. And I'm like,
Really?
I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, I'm like, dude,
baby.
I was like, all right, dude. I was like, I got a 3-month Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, whatever, for you. I'm gonna give it to you. And I gave it to him, and I said, I don't think you understand how great Game Pass is. And I was like, let's go in here. I'm gonna show you. And I just like went through Game Pass, dude. I was like, that's a great game. That game, you need to play that one. You want to play a great story, go play that game. You want to play some with your friends, do that. And he was just like, he's like, wait, how much is this a month? I was like, it's only $15. He's like, are you freaking kidding me? He's like, that is a crazy deal.
Yeah.
He's like, you're getting like $1,000 of games like on the spot.
It's true.
I'm like, I mean, I was like, yeah. And like, and to even make it better, like people for their first month, they're paying $1 for this.
Yeah. Yeah. For the first
Oh,
month,
man.
right?
Yeah,
And
$1 for your
then-
first month,
and
and then
then
it's 15.
15.
But that's
right.
only if you go ultimate. But I don't think you
Yeah.
can actually pay the $1 for just Game Pass like you used to be able to do.
So right now, you can choose though, right? You can just get gold and just get Game Pass, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
do you think that they're gonna get rid of gold and just
See,
have
they
one
have
price
to
for
come up with a game plan. That's the thing. That's like, see, I like what you're thinking. See, I've thought about that too, and I'm like, people. The rumor is they're getting rid of like Xbox, like paying for gold, right?
Right.
So are they gonna make everybody go into this like equation to get like algorithm that they did to make
Yeah.
it so you went down to Game Pass Ultimate? So you took your 3 years of live and turned it into 2 years of, you know what I mean,
Right.
of Ultimate.
Right.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
There I
don't know.
go.
Dude, what a time to be alive. Oh, there's so many
Yeah.
cool things, dude.
No, I don't think they'll remove Game Pass, dude, because you were thinking, or they remove Game Pass altogether. I don't think that. I think Game
No.
Pass is the future for
What if they just
Xbox.
made Game Pass be everything? You pay for Game Pass, you get everything.
Yeah. See, that makes sense to me. Drop gold,
And
make
then-
silver better, and push golds. Hammershot says, drop gold, make silver better, and push golds into Game Pass.
Now, my only thing that I could think of too, I've also, I drive around. I tell you this, I listen to podcasts all day, and I listen to like people's ideas, and I think I like that. What even is Xbox
Silver.
Silver?
I forgot they had that still. I'll be honest with you. I didn't know they still had that.
So,
Yeah,
what
yeah.
if they just increase the benefits for gold? But
So,
what
but how,
could they
though?
increase? Yes. What do they give you more games? Do they make it you get 10 games a month that are free?
Oh, okay. I can see that. Yeah.
But then that's a lot of money that they're putting out
Yeah.
because they're also paying for all these licensings on these Game Pass games too.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I don't know,
but
man.
remember, a lot of the Game Pass games are not permanent. Some of them go away.
It's true.
So they're only
Like
paying a license for a
we-
little bit.
Someone just messaged me yesterday. Danny messaged me yesterday. He was like, if I buy this game or if I buy Game Pass and I play this game, what happens if it's not on Game Pass anymore? I'm like, you lose it. He's like, what? Really? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, sorry, man. Like was it Tales of the Borderlands?
yeah.
Yeah.
Or was it no, it was Handsome Collection.
Handsome Collection. That's what it
It was
was.
Handsome
It
Collection
was,
for Borderlands.
Yeah,
Well,
Not
I
on
because
think that one won't go away.
No, I thought it did just go away. I thought I just said that. I thought I said that like 2 weeks ago
Yeah.
that it was leaving. I don't know. I'm gonna look
Handsome
right now.
left. Yeah, five says
Yeah.
it left, so it did leave. Yeah.
So,
I don't know. Yeah.
anyways, so yeah, that's a conversation we could literally have. I don't know. I could probably do a 5-hour podcast on what's the word I want to use? Conspiracy Xbox theories, like like
I'd be editing that for like 2 weeks.
anyway, guys. So Resident Evil 3 came out this week. Did any of you guys excited for it?
I want to play it. I do want to play it.
Why not to play Kick the Butt, right?
I ain't gonna pay $60 for it.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So I'll read
It
this
looks
real
great.
quick and then I'll give my word or whatever I want to say about it. But so it says the wait is over and it's time to begin your escape from the streets of Raccoon City. For Jill Valentine, it may well be her last time wandering the streets of the place she once called home. Her last escape, Resident Evil 3, is now available on Xbox One. With Resident Evil Resistance, an asymmetrical 4 versus 1 player game set in Resident Evil universe is included. Ooh. Since taking place concurrently with the events of Resident Evil 2, Jill Valentine has little choice but to venture out of the city into chaos in order to seek a way out. She'll have more than just shambling zombies to deal with, however, and it's quickly revealed that a terrifying creature known as Nemesis is after her, with one goal in mind, ensuring Jill never sees daylight again. So, I think that they knew that it wasn't going to be worth $60.
Mm-hmm.
Because from what I've heard, the story is like, I think it's 5 hours
Yeah, it's really short.
and there's nothing else.
Yeah, it's really short.
So I think they added that the
it-
Resident Evil Resistance.
It does look really good. Wait. Okay, so what is the Resident Evil Resistant? Is that the multiplayer thing?
Yes, so they
Yeah.
added that. So it runs kind of like Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I watched
right? So
Jules
4v1.
D4W. Shout out to Jules D4W, by the way. I watched him play that. He was one of
Pretty
the.
sure I
he
saw
had a-
Quan playing that too.
Yeah, I watched Jules D4W play it. He had an early access to it, and it looked really good. The animation, like the details of the animation, the graphics, and they're pretty incredible, actually.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I
Very
mean,
good.
I played it, yeah.
You played the demo.
Yeah, I mean,
It was amazing. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's an interesting thought that Snowman Gaming has. That when a game leaves Game Pass and you have Ultimate, you should be able to keep playing it.
I want to say that's a good idea, but at the same time, the problem is with that is that licensing. Like
The
we said
licensing,
before,
that's
right?
true,
Like,
because they work the deals out with them, and then
Yeah.
if it ends, it ends. So it's really up to them. That's true.
because you're not buying
It's-
your own
it-
license.
It's
for the
not
game,
Xbox. It's not just Microsoft that we're dealing
Yeah.
with. Yeah, that's true.
and people want money. But anyways, so I think that maybe that makes it worth $60.
Maybe because it's
But-
$60. It's definitely. I looked it up. It's $59.99. It's definitely
Yeah.
$60.
Oh yeah. So oh my gosh.
So maybe
Konami?
that's it. Yeah, maybe the
Correct?
multiplayer thing is what makes it.
It's Konami, correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
Who's redoing it? Was it Blue or what's the? Oh my gosh. I can't remember who produced this one out, but I don't. Yeah, $30. Maybe if they made it separate. I'm not really.
Oh, it's
interested in
Capcom,
the-
not Konami.
Capcom.
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, I don't know why I thought it was Konami.
This sounds
But
similar.
anyway. Oh, Konami does
What's it called?
Silent Hill.
Yeah,
Silent Hill?
yeah. Silent Hill.
Okay, I was close, but I don't know. I still don't know if it's worth $60, but for the people that really, really want to get into that, I mean, then yes, that's it. Like,
I
for
mean,
them.
it is a good looking game. I'm not gonna. It is. It's a very good looking game, and I plan on playing it. So, I probably won't play it anytime soon, but I do want to play it.
Just give it like 4 months, and that thing's gonna go down.
That's
to
what I'm thinking.
$30.
I'm actually thinking about waiting to play it during
Yeah.
Halloween. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not to jump back to the other subject too. So we talked about like how games leaving Game Pass, but the thing is with Game Pass is when you have Game Pass and there's a game on there, they give you a fat discount on those.
That's
games.
true. That's true.
And they give you also a fat discount on DLC for those games. Like when we played Strange Brigade, we purchased the season pass for that because we were like, "Whoa, this is fun! I want to play
Yeah.
more of this."
Yeah. I was
But that's not on
watching
there anymore
Greater
either.
X play that actually. He plays that like crazy.
Oh, that's such
And by the way, I want to give a shout out to Greater X. He's a streamer on Mixer, and he just got partnered. So shout out to Greater X.
GG.
Yep, GG.
Dang. Sweet. Well, let's go to the next story.
All right.
The next story is super awesome, and I heard multiple people talking about this was probably going to happen anyways, because what's their name? Sony just recently did it. They announced their little indie showcase thing they were doing. It's like
Oh,
they
right.
just randomly showcased 5 indie games that were on PlayStation, which was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to read that one, Yogomi?
Sure. Are we talking
Uh,
about
The introducing ID at Xbox Spotlight.
Oh, right. Introducing ID at Xbox Spotlight. So every year, starting at the Game Developers Conference and continuing through many other trade shows and cons throughout the year, we're excited to show off a ton of awesome games, some being announced for the first time on Xbox, and others that are just great games that we're super stoked about. And we want to get on folks' radar. Now, given the global situation right now, of course, we're not able to show off games to press and players in person, so we're excited to announce a new series of videos on the ID at Xbox YouTube channel that will highlight independent developers, ID at Xbox Spotlight. And with these videos, you'll hear from the developers themselves as they walk you through some of the exciting titles that are coming to Xbox, including some brand new announcements like Mischief's Audios, Strange Scaffolds, an airport for aliens currently run by dogs. That's hilarious.
You
That's
wanna know what?
hilarious.
I had fun reading that.
Yeah.
But I had way more fun hearing you read that.
Yeah, so that is the name of the game. It's called, the name of the game is An Airport for Aliens Currently Run by Dogs. That's the title of the game. Goblin Studios' Legend of Keepers, Sector D2's Project Wingman, Mighty L's The Big Con, and Vanimals Undying. And so I'm really interested in the aliens currently run by the airport thing.
Wait, hero.
Dude, it's okay. So I did a little bit more research on this even after me and Yogomi were talking about it earlier today when I was writing up the script. Dude, there's like 6 videos. Each of them have like 6 and 7 games in them. These are all like just random indie games.
Mm-hmm.
And like some of them look freaking cool. Like that, what was that Fury Unleashed?
Fury Unleashed, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Bobo,
Yeah.
you need to look up Fury Unleashed.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you about
yeah.
it later too. Dude, it is so sick looking, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my goodness, I need that in my life. Do you remember at PAX South, Bobo, that it kind of looked like Cyberpunk, but you were running like Ninja Gaiden?
Oh,
Like-
yeah. What's that called?
So that was Ghost Runner.
Ghost Runner.
That-
Yeah.
That's one on there too. It's shown on there. I don't know when it comes out, but so the idea of this idea at Xbox Spotlight thing is, if any of you guys have ever been to E3, does it? They do it at PAX West. They do it at Gamescom. I don't know what other shows. I'm sure they do it at a bunch of other shows too. But they do this event off-site where they basically rent like a conference room and they just have. It looks like you're walking into an arcade with Xboxes.
Yeah.
Mm.
And there's just like dev kit Xboxes, and there's the devs of that game are right there.
Uh-huh.
I think
Like-
West
Go ahead.
last year at West, they actually had it on the Microsoft at the
Yeah.
Microsoft
So
office.
I didn't go last year. 'Cause I didn't go to West last
Yeah.
year, but the year before I went, and I actually got to play Forza Horizon 4 before like they even put out like a demo or anything of it.
Yeah.
And like I remember I had someone take a picture of me because I was trying to like rub it in iWicked's face because I was like, look what I played and you're not, because he wasn't there yet. He didn't know about that. And I was like, 'cause that was his game. He was like, this is the game that's gonna make me, dude. And like, oh man. But like that game was there. When I look at Game Pass, so many of those games are there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man.
Drake,
I don't know. It's super cool.
Snowman Gaming has the question: Do you guys think they will remaster Final Fantasy Tactics or Legends of the Dragoon?
Now,
I don't know.
I've
I don't
heard
know.
Legends of Dragoon actually.
Oh,
I've heard
really?
rumors of that one just recently. I can't remember what podcast I was listening to.
Hmm.
I want to say Jez Corden said it on Windows from Windows Central that he was saying that there was like rumors of it,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I never really got into Final Fantasy games, which is kind of sad.
I didn't either.
But-
You know, it's really weird. Which is weird because one of my favorite games back in the day on Super Nintendo was Secret of Mana. And so it's similar. It's that, you know, if you go back during those days, it's similar to that style, that role playing. And but I love that game. But I myself, I'm not a big role playing game. So
Yeah.
you know,
I'll tell you what, some of those role playing games a little bit though. Now that we've been playing like these different kind of games.
we got audio issues.
Uh-oh.
Hold
You're
on.
right.
Is it just my mic?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just your mic. It's doing that thing again like it did last time.
I love when it does.
It's doing that where you sound like Domo Arigato
Yeah, I don't know
Misto.
why it
Mainly
does
Chip
that.
got it. Yeah, mainly Chip.
I don't know why it does that, man.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
Mainly Chip in chat had it before I even said it. Look at that.
So,
Oh,
Ow.
you're back. Wait, no. Wait. Do it
Hi.
again.
hello?
What did you do
No.
to fix it last time?
I didn't fix it.
It just stops doing it? Because last time it did that and then it stopped. DJ broke it.
Am I better now?
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
We're
yeah.
back. I may not even edit that out. I might just leave that in there.
Hit Mike with forehead. No, just kidding. No, so yeah, ever since we started playing like these games on Game Pass for the podcast, it's just been kind of like blowing my mind. Like with like, I never wanted to step out to some of these games,
Yeah.
and there's like so many parts of it that are like, I'm like, man, I
Yeah.
really kind of enjoy like this, like playing by myself, like
Mhm.
going to these games, like in like. What's the word I want? Like I like the idea of linear stories. Like when we
Mhm.
played Wolfenstein, or not Wolfenstein. Oh my gosh, Plague Tale.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I
Yeah.
would go to work and I was like, I want to go home and play that game.
It's a great game though. It's such a good game.
Dude, I was like, why do I like this so much? I was like, I don't play these, dude. Like, I don't play story modes. Like,
Yeah. Shadoki has. Do you believe that Red Dead 2 was a bust for money, or do you think they went in over their heads? I don't know. I just think they rushed it and they didn't have some stuff ready, but because they had to get something out,
yeah.
That's what I think.
And they're the story lead for that. Their story writer, dang it, dude. Oh my gosh, I can't think of his name. He's one of the writers for them. He's also one of the brothers that like founded Rockstar.
Oh, okay.
He actually was leaving, so
Oh, yeah.
he took his sabbatical and decided he was done. And then he just
I
yeah, then,
like
like
it. I like the game. You don't like the
yeah.
game?
I don't know. Did you play Red Dead 2? Because Red Dead 2 was
Yeah,
actually a really good game.
I play it. I play a big game, and then I think like the bonus.
I thought that game looked great. I don't know why. I just was not interested in playing it. But I watched so many streams, for hours. I would just leave the stream up and watch people play it. So I actually enjoyed watching people play it and stream it, but it still didn't make me want to play the game, And that's the thing too, is the issues. Mainly Chip says, he's like, I agree they rushed it to Snowman, but he said, I really enjoyed the game after they fixed the launch issues, which I noticed there were just so many things that turned me off to wanting to play it because of the issues that they had. So
Yeah.
Online was like you're
Yeah,
trying.
online.
You can't compare though their online to GTA's though.
yeah, that's true. It's
Like-
not the same.
Do you remember the first week we got on GTA Online, Bobo? Oh my gosh, bro! Like it takes a long time to load now, dude. Back then, oh, dude, you'd be like, you'd wait 30 minutes to get into a game and then like get booted. And you were like, well, but Snowman Gaming said this though. He said they rushed Red Dead Redemption 2 like they rushed Fallout 76. I don't think that's fair for Red Dead.
No.
Good. Fallout 76, man.
No.
So yeah, they put a hunter's mark on the moon and they shot and hit I don't know what they hit, but they hit something completely different.
Totally
and, like,
different. Yeah.
I don't know what the heck right now.
Yeah.
Tightening.
Like dude, I can't remember his name. Dang it. The guy that's runs their PR guy, he goes on Kind of Funny a lot. And gosh, dude, I can't remember his name now. But he's the guy that has to write like all the articles for them, whatever, like their news posts and their forums. But he was just like, yeah, we failed. He's like, we did not do good. He's like, we tried to do what we thought people wanted, and it ended up not being what people wanted. And I mean, that's just how it works. The problem is they keep sticking their foot in their mouth for Fallout 76. They're like, we're gonna do this, and then they're like, but it's gonna cost you $100 a year. You're like,
What?
you remember that?
No.
They talk about like the servers. They were like, yeah, we're gonna have private servers. And they're like, that was like one of the original things they said, like after the game came out. And then just like a couple months ago, they were like, yeah, it's gonna cost you $100 a year to have your own server. You're like,
Forget
what?
that. Yeah. Like what? Exactly.
Why did I buy this game?
And the
Exactly.
game wasn't that good.
It
Oh.
was weird.
Uh,
But so random. Let's go talk about PUBG because that you want to talk about blowing your mind at what the direction they went with that. PUBG's April Fool's event came out. I don't know if any of you guys watch anybody play that.
I haven't
No.
yet.
Bro, it is weird. Okay,
Really?
I'll read this so we can get around. So it says, recently we tossed around several ideas as potential features for PlayerUnknown's Battleground and Xbox One and how to realistically test them out in game. But then we thought, let's have some fun with it and try something new and totally off the rails. Thus, Fantasy Battle Royale was born. Our new event mode set in the very PUBG that you know and love, but with a twist. Starting from Wednesday, April 1st at 12 a.m. to Tuesday, April 7th at, we'll just say at 12 a.m. because I don't want to read that. In Fantasy Battle Royale, you can choose to play as one of our 4 classes: Barbarian, Melee, Ranger, Sniper, Wizard, AoE Damage, and Paladin Healer. In addition to the classes, we've added new system exclusive to Fantasy Battle Royale. says you start the game with a class-specific weapon, necklace, and ring equipped. These items are exclusive to your character and cannot be dropped or traded. With the introduction of crafting, you can pick up materials that will let you upgrade your character-specific weapon and gear using class-specific gems and loot crystals. Lastly, we have added Fantasy Battle Royale missions where you can complete them for gold to purchase exclusive skins for the Fantasy Battle Royale store. These skins will remain in your inventory permanently and can be used in normal PUBG games. Now, this doesn't mean that these test features and systems like crafting are going to appear in normal PUBG matches tomorrow or ever, but it does give us a fun way to test to get them to you and gather your feedback so we can decide whether or not to develop them further.
There you go.
Bro, it is weird. It is like I was watching King Bailey Bomb and like I totally like didn't even know about this stuff, and I remember watching him, and then like yeah, I was like, wait, what? They're like picking up all these crystals all over the place, like. Dude, it's just tripping me out, dude. Throwing fireballs. I was like, what in the heck, bro?
I haven't
was like,
seen any of this.
Bro, people are probably playing it. Well, I don't think it's...
I haven't seen anybody that I know playing it.
Yeah, I don't think it's doing, like, not everybody's playing it anymore.
Huh. Well, I mean, I don't see a lot of people playing PUBG as like they used to either.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. You know King Bailey Bomb. He's never going to stop.
Yeah, that's true. I'm going to have to check him out. I haven't seen him on recently. Though, no. He was on really late last night, the other night or something like that. But I'm going to have to...
If you guys have a chance, I definitely recommend going to go check. At least if you don't go play it, go check it out. Go check people doing it because it is
intrigued.
It is weird.
I want to see this. Yeah,
it'll blow your mind a little bit, a lot of bits actually. So really, we don't really need to talk too much, but I just wanted to mention that because it was funny. Actually, I'm gonna add another story in right there. I didn't write this story down, but there was another thing too that happened. World of Tanks. So we talked about World of Warships last week. Having their April
we
Fool's
did talk
event.
about World. Yeah.
So World of Tanks did one. So you're these tanks that I think it's called turret warfare.
Mm-hmm.
So you're in these like it looks like a bunker tank with like the little sandbags all around you, and you're just like the turret at the top. So you're playing in there, and it's 4v4, and you obviously you die and you're done, but you don't have nameplates, you don't have health bars, you don't have anything, so you have no idea who anybody is. But it's 4v4, so you're trying to like play what's the game we were just oh my god, Escape from Tarkov.
Oh, okay.
Like you have no idea who anybody is, so you might just kill your buddy, and then you have no idea. And at first he's gonna be like, oh man, there's someone behind me. He's like, wait a minute, what?
I hear it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's just a random. I just wanted to add that in. I remember watching a video for that, and I was like, "That's different,
Yeah.
but fun." You know, I was really sad Rocket League didn't do an April Fool's event.
You know, I don't think I noticed really anything. April.
I think it's a weird time, and I think a lot of companies, like a lot of devs and people, are obviously they're not at their offices right now.
True, and they're probably trying to avoid some. I don't know. It's just such a weird time, like you said.
Yeah.
You know.
And then with new consoles coming out, everybody's working on the games getting ready to come for that because that's where their money's going to be this year. I don't want to say all of their money, but a large part of money is going to come from there.
Yeah, it's true.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys checked out what happened on IGN Unlocked this week.
Oh yeah,
mad jealous. Ryan McCaffrey got to interview the one and only Phil Spencer.
That's true.
Did any of you guys get to listen to that?
I did.
No.
I watched it.
You listened to it, Bubba? You didn't hear that? Bro,
I'm telling you.
I should have given you guys all homework. I should have gave it to you like on Wednesday.
I'm telling you, as soon as every browser that I opened up that had, so I have multiple YouTube accounts. It's just I have the premium, so I just spread the family premium to my other email addresses. But then I also have YouTube on my Apple TV. So every time I turned on the TV, every time I opened up a browser, every time I opened my phone, that IGN video was right. It was like YouTube was like, you need to watch this video. And so I was like, all right, fine. So I don't know why, but they were really pushing that video on me for some reason. And I finally watched it though. But yeah.
It was good. So obviously they had to do it from home, which is kind of a little weird.
It's kind
You want to know? I want to.
But they're doing all their videos like that now, though.
Yeah.
Recently, anyway.
Did you watch it at all? You watched it, right? Not listened to it then?
I watched it. Yeah.
So did you notice that at the very beginning that Destin is in there?
Uh-huh.
and then Destin just disappears.
Yeah.
He never comes back up the entire podcast.
I wonder if it's. Oh, they're probably. Let me guess. They're probably using Zoom. You think?
Yeah.
And excuse me. Sometimes Zoom will crash for some people, and they can't get it back up. Also, I was watching a podcast last Friday, I think, or on Friday, where that happened. It was 4 people. The 2 people were in one place, and then 3 other people were separate in their own places on Zoom. One person's Zoom crashed, and he also never came back. So it could have been what happened. Possibly.
Yeah.
It's true. I don't know. It was just funny because like it sound like you hear him like bench, like he says, "Hey guys," and then like a little bit later you hear him laugh about something, and then it's just like nothing from him the whole time. Which is fine because Destin he does really good like reporting and stuff, but like Ryan McCaffrey, dude, that dude is like a real news
Yeah.
reporter. Like
Yeah.
and you could tell like the whole thing when you watch it, like he's doing like these little tiny pries at Phil Spencer the whole time. He's like, come on. He's like, tell me about Moon Studio. Are you guys going to buy them? Are you going to let them go do other stuff? He's like, come on. And then obviously he dodges that one. He's like, nothing to say about that one. And you're like,
yeah.
So just a couple notes from there. I didn't really do too much because I mean, obviously this like homework for all of you guys that are listening. It's definitely something to go listen to. So IGN Unlocked does their podcast. It's Xbox stuff. It's all like Xbox All-Star people from IGN.
Yeah.
They know what they're talking about. Like these guys have been doing Xbox stuff like their whole life.
Yeah.
Not whole life. That's not true.
But for a long time.
Last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Some of the notes he said. The first one was sad. He said, "I need you to either rise this one or kill this one right here." And he's like, "Is Scalebound in any direction being worked on?" And he said, "I just want to let everybody know." He's like, "Scalebound is dead."
Wow.
He's like, "We're not working on it anywhere." He says, "And I don't think Platinum's working on it, from what I've heard."
Wow.
Or he pretty much said, he's like, "I'm almost positive that they're not working on it." I was like, so Scalebound. I was excited about that one. But he also made a good point. He said he was new, basically, right? So he had just barely become like president of Xbox when he announced Scalebound. He announced Scalebound, and then he also announced, was it Fable Legends?
Mm-hmm.
And he says, he's like, I learned from those. He's like, don't talk about things or introduce things until you know that like they're real, like they're in your hands.
Yeah.
And they're worth it.
I know what that's like. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. He also said one too. It was kind of funny. It was kind of like a stab at PlayStation, but no, it was like that subtle, like, that, yeah, we got him.
Yeah, we're good.
But basically, he says after watching Sony's press conference or Mark Cerny's, he's like, yeah, they did a great job. He's like, guys over there, he's like, they're gonna make a great console. He's like, so how did you feel about Xbox after that one, or your Series X after that? He's like, I feel like we're in a really good spot after that. And I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, tell him, bro. He's like,
but you know that something else came out, right? Where they went into the details of this was, I think, last week, where they went into the details really more into like of how everything is gonna work with the PS5 and everything.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, still, I think he knows that he's in a good spot though.
I saw something, and I don't know. It's not. I don't think it's true or not. But they're talking about the PlayStation, that they rushed it, that they underestimated Xbox, that they said it's gonna overheat. I don't know. I just heard a bunch of funny things, and I was like,
yeah.
I don't think it's true. I think PlayStation's gonna make a great console. I think the consoles both are gonna come out. They're gonna be bangers.
Yeah.
Yes, Xbox gonna be more powerful, but like we talked about before,
Right.
If they don't have the games, they're not gonna sell consoles.
It's true. That's true. Gotta have the games. They gotta have the games.
Right now we have games on Xbox, but they're third parties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The majority of them are, and a lot of them are ported across other, other consoles. So,
and I definitely would say most third-party games play better on Xbox.
True, they do.
But we'll see. It's all about the games.
I got a question real quick. Do you guys believe that PC has taken over more than Xbox, and Xbox has lost a lot of main games? I don't know about that. Okay.
I think a lot of people are kind of like we're the same situation as all three of us are, right? Like we have good computers, we got money, like that kind of stuff, right? Whatever. We can afford to buy good PCs. But I prefer being on my Xbox.
Yeah, I prefer a console. I like just the idea and the concept of a console playing,
Yeah.
on a console. I really do. I like having the controller. I like having. I've never been a fan of controlling things on a keyboard. I like having, controlling things.
Yeah.
With
I
the
like
sticks
my
and the
thing
buttons.
that I game on to not have to worry about what could possibly be wrong to make
Right.
it not work.
Right. It's totally dedicated to gaming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
That's
sometimes
what
on your
that machine
PC
is.
you have a driver that's a problem.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Five
you have to
says not
adjust
having to adjust
settings.
settings. Exactly.
Oh
It's just there, and I like having that separate from my computers, which I do a lot of heavy stuff on my computers anyway. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm, I've mentioned before, I'm all Mac, but I use my Macs for some pretty heavy things, for motion graphics, photo and video editing, 4K editing. And just development and design and development of what I do for a
Yeah.
living. So I like having all that stuff separate and off of there, so I'm not dealing with any kind of conflicts or anything like that. So
Yeah. And it's there. Like, dude, I get an update. It's like all the drivers get updated in an update.
yeah,
Like Xbox is like, oh, here we're pushing an update. I mean,
yeah,
obviously things can go wrong because they're going directly through a service rather than just going like into
true.
a game, right? Like because there's so many different launchers you can go through on PC now and stuff. But
It's true.
I don't know.
Well, that's
I don't know.
so he says, okay, take well, Modern Warfare is a great, but that's every game. Every game is if you're playing on a controller and it's crossplay and other people are playing PC. That's every game. Every people are going to have much more quicker response with the mouse and keyboard because they could. I've seen people like they could flip around so fast with the mouse. It's
Yeah.
crazy. So that's every game. That's just something that's just like you got to decide: do you really want to get in a lobby and play with PC players, or do
Yeah, and I think this next generation is going to change a little bit of this too.
Yeah.
Because when we talk about there's a video I just watched a few days ago, whatever. It was like Shroud's in it, a bunch of other like pro gamers in it, and they're like, "Do FPS matter in games, in competitive
Yeah.
games?"
Yeah, yeah,
And basically, they're like, "Yeah, yeah."
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if I could shoot 120 frames per second and you're stuck at 30 on console, like,
That's true. Yeah,
obviously I have that advantage on you.
yeah.
So I don't know. There's so many things. That's its own massive, huge argument. Is that an LTT video? I don't remember who it was by. I remember watching it.
Yeah.
Before we go to our game two, there's one other thing too I want to mention. If you guys are interested in this, oh wait, we're gonna talk about two. He also said something too. He said he's like, we don't have any plans currently to hold back hardware or to hold back any games.
Yeah, Halo, especially Infinite and
Yeah.
all that stuff. So
So I had another cool thing I want to talk to you guys about too. If you guys didn't know, on Microsoft or on Xbox, there's this things where you can do Microsoft reward points. We kind of talked about it a little bit. We talked about like the quests and stuff you can do for Game Pass and different things like that. But if you go into your Microsoft rewards right now, you can go in there and you can get a free 2,000 points. Really cool, like really fast. The reason why they did those free 2,000 points is because they wanted to allow you to donate Microsoft points, and then they would match those points. So what I ended up doing was I got the 2,000 points. I added another 1,000 to it, so I donated 3,000 points, and then they matched that. So, I mean, I know it's not a lot of money, but if 100 people did
Yeah,
$2
it
in
adds up.
donations, that's $200.
Yeah,
times two,
absolutely
that's
adds up.
$400. Like,
True.
So, I mean, that's up to you guys. You can go get the 2,000 points, keep them for yourself, because I mean, those points add up pretty quick. That's
Yeah, they do.
everything you buy on Xbox or on Microsoft. Anything gives you points. So if you sub, you're actually getting points.
Yep.
But yeah, so
Yeah,
that's just
yeah.
something I just wanted to add into. That's really cool.
Yeah.
We already talked about Minecraft Dungeons PC closed beta, so don't have to worry about that one. So yeah, let's just go into the game that we played this week. Oh wait. Let's ask this question. Let's do this question real quick from before you shout.
Okay.
Uh,
The one last question here.
Yeah. He says, do you believe PS4 is getting ahead of Xbox as to games and multiplayer aspects? 100%.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about multiplayer.
I mean, so Call of Duty, right, used to be like the main multiplayer.
Yeah.
We could say Halo was there. Halo was there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Halo 5 it died off a lot, but I feel like with Call of Duty, I mean, even they they bought the like what I know it's not like exclusivity, right? But they bought what is it like a month exclusivity on multiplayer maps?
True.
Like back in was it Ghost Bobo? Was that when it first started?
Uh,
I thought it was called Ghost. Like they bought it and like they had PlayStation had
yeah, yeah.
exclusivity for like a month.
Mm-hmm.
Two.
But see, here's the thing. Here's the thing. I don't buy. I don't buy PlayStation for multiplayer. I buy
Yeah.
PlayStation for I first of all, I only buy exclusives on PlayStation. Period. I
Yeah.
don't buy, and it may end up getting ported later, but the only reason I've ever owned PlayStations is specifically for exclusive games, and that's all I ever play on the PlayStation. I don't play anything else. Every once in a while, I have what's it called, PlayStation Plus or whatever. You get it's basically
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Xbox, live or
Yeah.
game or Gold. You get free games, and I'm only interested in the exclusives. I never play or am never interested. And I will say this: I did like playing. They did have a multiplayer version of Uncharted that was actually pretty fun,
Yeah.
but for the most part, when it comes to multiplayer, it's Xbox for me because it's easier to connect with people on Xbox. It always has been.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't
I
know.
think we talk about like who's gonna win, who's gonna get more stuff, and it's like it really. There's so many different categories and situations and different things. Like, I think the thing that like we talk about like Xbox is trying to do, where there's like they're trying to hit so many targets this time. So
True.
last time Xbox One came out, they were like, "Yo, we're gonna do this home connectivity console where you can use your Connect and plug your TV into the back or your cable into the back so that it does that and all these things." And
Mm-hmm.
this time Xbox is like, "Yo, we got xCloud, we got Game Pass, we got Game Pass PC, we got a new Xbox coming out. We're probably gonna hear about Lockhart soon." I mean, like just those. Oh, and then we got accessibility controllers that they built. Like
But
that's
but here's another thing too. Here's what I think is going to make Xbox definitely going to set Xbox not necessarily just apart but ahead, the backwards compatibility.
oh yeah.
PlayStation is not going to have it. They
And
may
like,
have some.
did you see them scramble too though? It's so funny. After they
Yeah.
made the announcement, they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna have hopefully at lunch we'll have up to 100 PS4 games for backwards compatibility."
Yeah.
Everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, that's so great!" And everyone's like, "Doesn't Xbox have like 10,000?"
Yes. Yeah.
Like, well, I'm confused. Like,
Yeah.
oh, and then every single Xbox One game is gonna work on your Xbox Series
Yeah.
X. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I mean, yeah. I forget Xbox games streaming from anywhere on your. Oh
Yeah,
yes.
dude.
So
xCloud. Well, we got
the good
xCloud and then
LA1
console
dubs.
streaming. Yeah.
I actually signed up for. I was actually encouraged by someone to sign up. I signed up for the what's it called?
xCloud?
xCloud. I signed up for xCloud, and I actually have a couple iPads here. I'm gonna actually trade my. I want at least one of my iPad Pros in for the more current one, just so if this thing comes out and it's ready, I want to have like at least the most powerful one because, dude, if I can play, if I could do like if I have my iPad with me. And I can connect my Xbox controller, whatever controller with it, and do my Destiny dailies like while I'm at work
From your
or something.
bed?
Yeah,
Or
or
at
from
work,
in
yeah.
bed or something like that. Like I'm on the go. I'm all about that. I think that is so super awesome. So I hope I'm just saying.
They are making it for Windows too.
Windows
Really?
as well.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can play.
Yeah,
Wow.
you can play on your laptop, you can play on your tablet.
And we talk about like how you can do this from like anywhere. So one of the things Phil talked about too. I don't know if you guys saw or remember this part, but he says he was on a business trip in Nairobi, Kenya. and he's on a Wi-Fi router. It's in this little travel bus that you have to watch ads just to be able to connect to. Like,
Yeah.
and he was getting on XCloud on his phone.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
I mean, he said it was really bad, but that was I mean,
Yeah.
how many years ago? Like he
Yeah.
said, it was like you guys, nobody even knew about XCloud
Yeah.
yet. He's like, this was just something super
And you
small.
know
He's
that PlayStation actually did. What was that called? It was terrible. I can tell you that right now. But,
I can't remember.
What was
Yeah,
that called?
They bought that company.
Yeah,
So
and
they
so
could try to do their own streaming.
Yeah, and so I was like,
Man.
I went to bed and I took my PlayStation controller, but how it worked is, your controller and your PlayStation were still on. And
the remote play?
Yeah, the remote play. That's what it was. Yeah. And so, but it was terrible. It was so bad. It was super laggy. And it was just like, I never had a good experience with it at all. And I have I don't know. Back then, my internet wasn't as good as it is now. So it could have had something to do. But then I'm on my local network here,
Yeah.
So it was a while back. So we'll see.
You guys want to know how we know xCloud's going to be something big? Is when PlayStation buys in and signs a deal with Microsoft to get some Azure servers to use for their streaming.
Yeah.
That's when you know.
Yeah.
They know what's coming, man.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that actually sounds like a really good idea. We should get in on that. Like,
Yeah. I agree.
You don't curse. You know what? That's actually one thing I've been working on. Thank you for that. If you guys haven't noticed, you're watching me on stream. I haven't been cursing lately. I've been trying to get better with it. I actually do really good on the podcast for some reason. Probably because I'm not playing games and getting mad.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's talk about the game we played this week.
Yeah.
So
Let's
we all
talk
played
about it.
Power Rangers Battle for the Grid.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read some stats, but I'm just gonna say this is probably gonna go quick. So this is a fighting game created by N-Way featuring characters from Power Rangers franchise. It was released in 2019 for PS4, Switch, Xbox One, Stadia, and Windows.
Yeah.
It was a game.
Yeah. Yeah. Was Kevin Flynn there?
No, so it was just in general speaking, right? So we're just talking general. We'll go into more details about other things. It was a game.
Yeah.
And I felt like it was a game that was made with not a very large budget. And it feels kind of like they were like, yo, we need you to make this out at this point, and it needs to be out and ready to go by then. And
Right.
they're like, what? Do what? What? Oh, okay. That's what it feels like.
Yeah.
You guys know what I mean? Like it feels rushed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as a good game, yes, it's a good game. It's just there's things that are missing from it that you're like, really?
Yeah.
Also, I don't feel like when you're going. So when you played Yogomi, did you play through story? Because me
I
and
played
Bobo
through
actually
story.
talked about this.
I played
It
the
is
story.
not balanced, bro.
No.
Like that was it. The yellow chick, Bobo?
Yes.
Bro, she is broken.
Bro.
I
Like,
like
I-
a
yeah.
young cat, got eye cat.
yeah. Did you get in that yellow chick? He's like,
Yeah.
dead. You killed the
got
guy. You're
some-
like,
I got
"Whoa,
some-
That was a.
Game footage saved of her, by the way.
Yeah.
So
You were like, that was a good combo, and he's dead. You're like, I don't even know what I did different. I didn't even look at the move.
yeah.
I was just like, ABXB, right trigger, ABXB, right trigger, right bumper, super dead. I was like,
Yeah. What does he say? Mega, or something like
Oh,
that,
yeah.
right?
Mega.
Yeah, mega.
yeah,
And I was like,
I
what
think
does that
it's a
mean?
6
And I'm like,
combo.
oh, it's like, the bottom part fills up, and you get the combo. Wait, say something on your mic again. You're Mr. Roboto again.
God, that was quick, bro.
Como arigato, Mr. Roboto. I hope you don't get trouble for me singing that. It's back, mainly Chip. It's back.
Okay, am I good now?
Yeah, you're good
Yeah.
now.
was
But no,
annoying.
so I thought that, like you said, it's a game, right? It's a fighting game.
Yeah.
And I thought like the fighting graphics, like the graphics looked pretty good, like the modeling
Yeah,
and
so we'll
everything.
go rate it out. What are you gonna rate the graphics?
I rate the graphics great. I'll give it great because I thought it was very colorful. I thought the models of the actual like the Rangers and everything looked really great. Yeah, I thought they looked good. So, it was very bright, but again, we're talking Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it is a very bright, like over the top TV show. You know what I mean? When you think about the Mighty, everything is just so.
I like the movie. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It was very. What's the word? Japanese? I mean, it is.
Yeah.
It is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
It's totally. And so then they brought it over here, and then we Americanized it to a point, but it still has that Japanese style and everything. So there was a lot of things that were over the top that seemed like they make sense. But I think I don't know if it bothered me as much, but you definitely had a problem, DJ, with the lack of animation with the story parts.
Yeah. So like. This is gonna hit graphics and story in this one, right?
Yeah.
So the graphics when you're fighting, you're like, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
It looks pretty good.
It looks
all
like
right.
your fighting game. Yeah, you know.
But then you go into a cutscene.
Yeah.
When you go into a cutscene, I don't know, in any game I've played, like normally the cutscenes are like some of the best parts of the game.
Yeah.
Like if you play a Blizzard game, like that cutscene's gonna be
Oh.
like bangers.
Yeah. That's true.
So like when this came into cutscenes, and like every single cutscene is just like
Stills.
a picture.
yeah, it's just stills. Yeah.
And the camera kind of zooms in on one person.
Yeah, it does sort of like what's that called? That Ken Burns effect.
Yeah,
Sort of,
like when you're reading a comic book in a
Right.
movie.
Yeah, I
they,
kinda,
do like
but,
Yeah. I don't know. I think they did that deliberately. I think they did. Well, again, they probably didn't have the budget to do some
Yeah.
kind of animation, so that's probably like, let's get somebody to do some really cool artwork, and then we'll just zoom in on it really slow.
So yeah, maybe I mean obviously that's what they meant to do, and maybe that's what they had planned all along, or maybe they were like,
Possibly.
you know what, like we can't do these massive cutscenes that we want to do,
Yeah.
because we don't have the money and the time, so let's just
True.
do these still frames with voiceovers. And they're like, all right, cool. I don't think out the door they expected to sell millions of copies,
Possibly.
and that's I feel like that's kind of why they do stuff like that.
I got to be honest with you. I was surprised that this was a game. I was like, wait, there's a Mighty Morphin Power Rangers game? Like, I was surprised that this game even existed. When you guys said it
I
last
bought
week,
it the first day.
Yeah, Bobo bought it the
You
first day.
did?
I remember.
are you?
Yeah.
Wait, Bobo, are you a Power Rangers? Like, did you watch Power Rangers and stuff?
Oh yeah, I
So-
love
Yeah, me
Power
too.
Rangers.
So that's what I was telling DJ today. So I'm a little. I'm older. I won't say little.
I'm a little.
I'm older.
I'm older.
And so I think when Power Rangers came out, and I was telling DJ about this, it was the 90s, right? And so
Yeah.
I was really, you guys, some of you all know I'm a DJ. 92. So 92, especially 92, was a very, very, very pivotal pivotal time for me as a DJ, because 92 was I got flown to LA to DJ at Ray's in LA for like a week. That was, and me, some goofy dude from Oklahoma. And then I came back to Oklahoma and threw the very first rave in Oklahoma, period. Like in Oklahoma's history, I threw the very first rave. So that whole time I was so into the culture of music and DJing that I missed out on Power Rangers and watching any of those shows. So Power Rangers, the brand and the toys and that whole franchise is just kind of lost on me. Like, it's just like, I think I was past the point where I thought it was exciting, but I get the excitement of it, like for someone younger and the market that it's targeted for.
Yeah.
So that's why, since I haven't heard about Power Rangers in a while, is why I was surprised to hear that there was a game.
Yeah.
But the game was, I think the game is good though. I mean,
Yeah.
but the story.
So yeah, what are you gonna give story then, right?
The
So
story,
for
I
you guys that
mean-
are new too, especially because we're doing this live, when we rank these, we do amazing,
93.
great, good, and not my game.
Not my game, yeah.
Instead of giving it a number, because numbers are so
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
So,
they're iffy. It's hard to gauge a number on stuff.
The story was, I'm just going to tell you right now, the story is not my game.
Yeah.
Not my game at all.
It-
The fighting is cool and stuff, but I'm not,
Yeah.
it's just not my game.
I'm actually going to give it a great, because I feel like
Really?
they had to go out of their way to create that story. Like
That's true.
I mean, this guy's coming, right? I don't. Who's the bad guy in that? I can't.
He killed what's her name?
It's the Green Ranger, but when he gets older, and he turns into dude, I don't remember his name anymore. Trevor.
Trevor. Yeah.
But yeah, he turns into something super powered, whatever. It's just it's a story.
Yeah.
They added us. At least they added a story. They could have just done what other. Well, no. Mortal Kombat did a pretty good one. We talked about Injustice. Injustice had a dope story.
Really good story. Yeah.
Like
very
Injustice
good story.
2. I remember watching people play through that, and I was like, "Holy crap!" I was like, "I thought it was just gonna be a fighting game." I was like, "This is blowing my mind right now." Like watching Batman fight Superman, I was like, "Whoa!"
And that was a really good looking game too. And I don't
that
think
came out as a AAA, though.
Right. And also the fighting in that game, I wouldn't say it's like I say it's the fighting style and the animations is better than I think this game, you know.
Yeah.
I think again, I don't think that the fighting for the game itself and fighting in the game, the animations, I thought it was actually great. You know, I thought that part was fun. And I honestly, when we talked about it, I thought I was going to be like, I'm going to play this for a little bit and then I'm not going to play. I'm going to dip out as quick as possible. But I found myself actually like continuing to go to the story. But then you were right. That one character is super broken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. What about you, Bobo? How do you feel on story on that?
I am not done with the story, so it gets harder and harder and harder.
Yeah.
So I like the story. It's good. And I give it a 3. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. All right.
Now, how do you guys feel about gameplay?
Again, I give it a great, because to me it did what it was supposed to do. Like when I started playing it, I was like, okay, I had to learn the combos. I actually jumped into the tutorial or the training thing before I played the story. Yeah. So I learned some of the moves, and I was like, I don't really play fighting games anymore, right? I quit playing fighting games years ago. But my fighting game was Soul Calibur. That was my game. Yeah. And so I actually got the new Soul Calibur that came out for Xbox. I think it's 6 or something like that. But so when I got into this, it felt very familiar. I was like, okay, I remember that. And plus, I used to play Street Fighter back in the day, and I was terrible at Mortal Kombat and Killer Instinct. I could never play those games, but
I played Killer Instinct a lot.
Yeah, and Tekken. I never really played Tekken. Oh yeah, that's right. It was on 64. I think I actually have my cartridge. I never really played Tekken because I was a Virtual Fighter fan. I like that game. But Soul Calibur was my game. So when I jumped into this game, it felt familiar. Like I felt comfortable in the fighting, and stuff. So
it's a game.
Yeah, it's a game.
I'm gonna go with great as well on that.
Yeah.
On gameplay. What about you, Bobo?
I give it amazing.
Amazing.
I like it. I think it's fun. Take me off.
That's why we're all here. That's why we have multiple people on this podcast, because we all need to have different opinions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, now replayability.
I know that, so yeah.
I'm actually gonna say amazing on this one.
Really?
And the reason why is because I looked at the multiplayer. So there's like casual, right, multiplayer, but there's a ranked system inside of multiplayer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like that means there's people. That means that if the game's still going and there's still online servers, that means there's people grinding that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now. There's no way I was going to be jumping into multiplayer. No way. I was like, I am not getting online. No. I wasn't about to.
There's no way I'm coming back to that game.
Exactly. Yeah. Because I know I was going to jump into online play and jump into multiplayer and watch some probably 7-year-old kid hand my butt to me over and over and over. And I'm like, I'm not doing this.
So kid that's like, this is my game. This is the only game I own. Destroy every soul that comes on.
Yeah, so I'm like, no, I'm not touching online play because I know what's gonna happen. So For replayability for me, I guess it's great. You know, I think it had a, you know, I agree with you, but I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So then overall,
Overall, I give it a good.
I'm gonna say great.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll say great.
Yeah, I give it a good because I won't be
Okay.
playing it again. I don't want to say it's not my game because it kind of is. That when I started playing, like I said, I felt familiar with it, but I'm not sure that I will get back in there and finish that.
Yeah, I probably won't go back. But
No.
so I've been trying to add this one every time we do one of these now. So what would you fix in this game? Mine's obviously cutscenes. Cutscenes bothered me.
Yeah,
I
they
wanted
did.
better cutscenes,
Cutscenes really did bother you, didn't you?
especially Power Rangers. I'm like, dude, you could do so many cool things with Power Rangers. Like you got Zorgs, bro.
Yeah.
You got. It's just
I
keeps you on
think
crazy.
for me, what I would fix is I would like to see some better animation in the fighting, like kind of like Injustice, you know. So, I mean, I thought it looked good. I thought the models looked great, but it was still like it was 3D, but it still felt like a 2D fighter, which I guess it is. That's what it is. There's a lot of things. I mean, I don't. It may sound like I'm like kind of coming down on the game, but I actually thought that the game was. I thought it was a good game. It's just that's what I would fix. I would like to see just the animation, something a bit more 3D and a bit more I don't know, a little more extravagant than because it felt a little 2D ish, even though they were making things look like it was 3D. You know what I mean?
Kind of like that Ori kind of feel where there's like stuff behind it doing stuff while you're fighting in the front of it,
That
like fighting in
parallax
front
effect.
of a TV.
Yeah,
It's like watching a video of somebody fighting somebody in front of a TV.
exactly.
Yeah. What about you,
That's me.
Bobo? Anything you want to fix?
No, but I like to see they could add more people to the game.
That was the number one thing I saw in the comments for reviews
Really?
on that game.
Yeah, you need to add more firefighters to the game.
Yeah.
Come
Because
on.
there's a lot of Power Rangers out there.
Yeah.
I want all the firefighters, but like the most I money, money.
The Mighty Morphins.
Yeah, and the Turbo,
Like Turbo. I like SPD, bro.
Gyro,
STB was my
Yeah,
SPD, Space
SPD.
Patrol Delta. Yeah, there we go.
yeah, they need a lot more.
It's true.
Yeah.
But I think they are, but I don't know. You know what happens.
Yeah. Well, yay, there's our game, guys. We play Power Rangers. It's still on Game Pass. It just barely came to Game Pass, so it's not going anywhere for a little while. So if you guys want to play it, I would definitely still give it a try because it might be your game. You never know.
Yeah, I would suggest people try it. If you like fighting games, it's a good looking game and it's actually fun. Like I thought I was like, well, we got to play it for the podcast, so let me get in here. And then I was like, huh. All right. You know, I was like, I actually spent some time on it. And I was like, okay, this is actually not bad. So
Relatively surprised.
yeah. I was surprised.
Me, I like to hear what other people think about the game, about other games that we play. I want them like say what they think about what they think about the game.
Oh yeah. So if any of you guys do get to play this game, be sure to check it out on YouTube or the video on YouTube and see if you can add some comments in there and just let us know what you think about the game. Because I mean,
and what you hear from you. Like,
Yeah.
it's true. All right, guys. So next week's game, we already decided because it just came out on Game Pass just Tuesday, and that is I don't know how we're gonna say this. Some people say it one way, some people say the other way. So it's Nier, and then it's either Automata or Automata.
Automata.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It
Or
looks like
Automata.
Automata. See, Automata sounds better to me. That just sounds awesome. Automata.
Dude, I don't know. Every video I watched, I kept watching videos. Onomatopoeia. I mean, it's closer. So. But yeah, we're gonna play that game. It just came to Game Pass. Just gonna say it right away. It doesn't look like my game, but I'm actually gonna give it a go because I've heard really good things about it.
I've watched people play it, and I've been intrigued about it for a long time. So I actually want to play this game.
Yeah. So it just came out on Game Pass.
Yeah.
And so just like this game and the Power Ranger game we just talked about, we want thoughts on these games because
Mm-hmm.
we're just three people. We're just three
Yeah.
dudes, you know, playing video
Yeah.
games. We want to.
It'd be really cool. Like, you know, I like that. First of all, DJ, good idea to do this. We decided to do this live. It was DJ's idea, and I think it's a really good idea because you guys get to jump into this conversation with us. So if you have Game Pass, that's the game we're going to be playing next week. And you may have already played it, you may not have played it, but it'd be cool if you guys jumped in and just played it, you know. And then so next Sunday when we come back here live, you could be part of the conversation and give us your review of what you think, you know. So it'd be kind of cool. But yeah, not going to play the Rangers, but definitely fair enough. Fair enough, Hammer Shot.
Definitely planning on checking Nier out. Yeah. That's exactly. We want to help you guys get the value out of Game Pass.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And just playing the same games every day is not going to help you there. Because that's what I did for the first year and a half of having Game Pass.
Yeah.
Just played the same games every day. See? There you go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Anyways, so let's talk about what's coming out on Xbox this week. There's a lot of games coming out on Xbox this week. Game Pass, they haven't announced them yet. They'll probably announce them tomorrow because that's what they like to do to us. But coming out on Xbox this week. So on the 7th, we have Slime Rancher. On the 8th, we have Convoy. Also on the 8th, we have Galaxy of Pen and Paper. Yep, I don't know. On the 9th, we have Beholder 2. On the 10th, we have it actually is called BQM, but the BQM stands for Block Quest Maker. I had to make sure on that. I was like, what the freak is BQM? Also on the 10th, Braveland Trilogy, Retro Tanks, Abduction. Now this one actually looks good. So on the 11th, Space Engineers comes out.
So isn't that like isn't Space Engineers like similar to that other game, Astroneer?
Close.
No.
So it's more ship based. Everything's ship based in this one.
Oh, okay, all right.
So it's more like yep, I don't know.
Space Engineers is huge. That's mainly chip. All right.
Yeah. It's gonna be super cool because I remember when they talked about coming to Xbox, everyone what?
Yeah.
Real?
Because I've watched people on Twitch play it, so my friends play it. So, but I didn't
and then,
pay a lot of attention. I should have paid more attention, but
yeah. Well, and then Fishing Sim World Pro Tour Edition.
I
comes out on the
know
14th.
game.
Let's go. Well, I'm buying that day one. We're gonna get the gear. I'm gonna get the hat.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe not the hat. We'll see. Maybe I will. Like camo my face, put a hat on, dude. Be like ready to go, dude. Last time I went fishing, I drank an entire 12-pack of Mountain Dew because I don't drink alcohol. And I drank an entire 12-pack of Mountain Dew, and I did not feel great afterwards. But you know what?
I don't know how you drink that stuff, man.
Dude, look, I moved on. Look, I'm better now. I'm drinking
He got water,
sugar-free.
yo.
Sugar-free, okay, or zero sugar. It actually is really
Nice.
good. If you guys ever tried it, try it.
All right. Fair.
Anyways, yeah. Before we end, though, I want to mention too. If you guys don't remember, we talked about it last week. But we are planning a giveaway for a 3-month. So originally it was a 3-month gold membership, but we upped it. So now it's going to be a 3-month ultimate Game Pass, which is gold Game Pass on Xbox and Game Pass on PC. The way we're going to give it away is by getting everybody that gives 5-star reviews on iTunes. It's super easy. If you don't have an Apple phone, just download iTunes. Do it really quick. It'll take like 5 seconds. If you guys can do that, that'll help us out a ton, and then we want to be able to help you guys out as well. So that's going to go throughout the month of April. And I mean, if we get say we get a ton of people doing it, then we'll probably just give away 2 of them because why not?
Yeah. Also, follow the YouTube channel.
Yes.
We could use some
YouTube.
followers on there, and from there you can follow each of our channels on there too. Our stuff there too. But yeah, that'll also get us some views on YouTube if you want to watch the podcast as well. But definitely Apple, give us help us with the rates and on the Apple. So
real quick, I'll do shout outs for the socials again. So like you said, we have our Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. We have our website, Zyba.games.
I'll figure out what's going on with that. I don't know what the deal is.
GAMES. Yeah. So Yogami, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, So you could get me at yogomi.com, yogomi.com. I have a Yogomi website. And then Twitter is Yogomi HQ. And then Instagram is Yogomi. And then Facebook is Yogomi. I don't really care about Facebook. But you could also go to the YouTube channel. So youtube.com/Yogomi. So that's where I'm at. So, yeah.
Bobo, where can the people find you?
You can follow me on Flick, flick.dc, BoboDaClown. You can follow me on Twitter, BoboD, CLWN.
You're gonna make sure. You gotta remember to remove the O,
Yeah,
DJ,
the O-N-A.
for Instagram or for Twitter.
Yeah.
For Twitter, yeah,
No
My bad.
A and no W.
yeah.
Fix it. I'll actually go fix that right now.
You can find me on Radio when you do the podcast. And yeah.
Awesome.
Dang. Yeah, guys. And then pretty much the only place you'll find me is not YouTube. Not YouTube. You'll find me on Mixer, mixer.com/DeeJayHerro. That's DeeJayHerro. And on Twitter, all three of our stuffs we'll put down in the notes in the bottom.
Yeah.
And I think that's it, guys.
That's
I mean,
it.
That was awesome. I really
That was
enjoyed doing this on
awesome.
Mixer.
Yeah, I like that. I like
makes
that
it
we
a
did
little
it
more-
live this time. Yeah,
And that was a
Yeah.
long episode.
it was. Oh, I can't wait to edit it.
I'm sorry, Yogomi. But you guys, thanks so much for watching with us, for joining us in this conversation. It's been a really good time, and
Yeah.
we hope to see all your faces next week.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Love
Hammer
ya.
Shot. Appreciate it. See you next time.
We love your faces.
Bye.